Welcome to Animal Stories for Kids. If you like our stories, please give us a 5-star rating, subscribe to our podcast, and share it with your friends and family. And now, it's time for our story. Once upon a time, there was an armadillo named Twyla. Twyla the armadillo lived underground in a tunnel system under a small clearing in the middle of a big forest. Twyla loved her tunnel system more than anything in the world. It was an old tunnel system she found that was abandoned by some other animal, and she spent every day digging to make her tunnels and burrows bigger and more comfortable for her to walk through, making it the most perfect home an armadillo could ever ask for. She was a clever armadillo, and she was always on the lookout for danger. One day, Twyla was out gathering food when she saw a bobcat lurking in the bushes. Twyla was alarmed, and so she wanted to scare it away. So Twyla the armadillo said out loud to let the bobcat know that she saw it. "Hello? You know I could smell you, bobcat. Just because you're not moving doesn't mean I can't smell you, you know?" And Twyla the armadillo kept walking along with an eye on the bobcat. And the bobcat was watching her intently. And Twyla knew that it was hungry. The bobcat moved slowly toward Twyla the armadillo and said, "What do we have here? An armadillo." Twyla the armadillo quickly scurried back to the entrance of her tunnel. The bobcat followed her, but Twyla was able to lose it as she crawled into the maze of tunnels underground. The bobcat was determined to catch Twyla, so it waited at the entrance of the tunnel. "I could wait here all day," the bobcat said. Twyla the armadillo knew that the bobcat was waiting for her at the entrance, so she decided to outsmart it. Twyla remembered a secret tunnel that was made by another animal before she started living there, that led up from her tunnel up to the inside of a tree. So Twyla went through this secret tunnel and popped her head out of the middle of a tree trunk. She looked around and she saw the bobcat sitting patiently at the entrance of her tunnel. "Hey, bobcat," Twyla said. "Get out of here! Stop trying to eat me!" The bobcat looked up and saw Twyla the armadillo in a tree. The bobcat was confused and said, "Huh? How did you get in that tree?" And the bobcat just stared and was trying to figure out how to catch the armadillo. But Twyla wanted to get the bobcat to run towards her so it can get it away from her tunnel entrance. So she began teasing the bobcat, and she said, "Nya, nya, 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 nya. Come and get me if you think you can." The bobcat was now annoyed at Twyla. And so the bobcat ran towards the tree that Twyla was at. And right when it got there, it saw that Twyla was gone. It snorted in frustration and turned back around to go back to the tunnel entrance. "I can't believe that little armadillo," said the bobcat. "I know you're down there somewhere. And I know you can hear me too. So hear this. When I see you, I'm gonna get you." And the bobcat jumped up and waited on a tree branch. After a little bit, Twyla the armadillo came out of the entrance, but didn't see the bobcat. She didn't even think about looking up. And after waiting a little bit, she thought it was clear, and so she walked around looking for some more food. Then the bobcat jumped right down in front of Twyla and said, "Now I got you." Twyla quickly ran back into her tunnel. But this time, the bobcat was right behind her, following her into the tunnel, shuffling and squeezing itself in. Twyla the armadillo ran and took a sharp turn into one of the tunnels. She knew that the bobcat would follow her, so she had to be quick. Twyla had been digging her tunnels to be so big and comfortable that now the tunnels were big enough that the bobcat was able to squeeze in and chase her. Twyla the armadillo said, "Maybe next time I won't make my tunnel so big. At least not big enough a bobcat could fit in." And as she was running away from the bobcat, she came to a fork in the tunnel. and she took the left path. She knew that the bobcat would probably take the right path, so she would have a head start. Twyla the armadillo ran as fast as she could, but she could still hear the bobcat's footsteps behind her, getting closer and closer. She came to a dead end and was trapped. Twyla turned around and saw the bobcat approaching. It was snarling and showing its teeth. And then she knew that she had to do something, or else she would be the bobcat's next meal. Twyla the armadillo looked around and saw a small hole in the wall of the tunnel. It was just big enough for her to fit right through. And right when the bobcat was able to reach her, Twyla squeezed through the hole and found herself in a small chamber. And the bobcat couldn't follow her through the hole. In fact, the bobcat was now realizing it was much more darker now in the tunnel. And Twyla the armadillo escaped the bobcat and popped up out of the ground and went to another part of the forest to make a new tunnel system for herself. But the bobcat stopped in the tunnel. It got scared because it was so dark in the tunnel that it was hard to see. So the bobcat started walking backwards out of the tunnel. And the bobcat eventually made its way out of the underground system of burrows and tunnels under the forest.
Oh, forget this. I'd rather eat somewhere else,
said the bobcat as it walked away to find food somewhere else. Twyla the armadillo was safe. She knew that the bobcat would be back in the forest, but she wasn't worried now because she had a new tunnel system to protect her. Twyla the armadillo was happy that she was able to escape the bobcat, but when she thought about her whole experience, she realized that the bobcat was probably just hungry. Bobcats are predators, and they have to eat in order to survive. Twyla decided that she would leave some of her food for the bobcat next time she saw it. She knew that it wasn't really fair to tease the bobcat when it was just trying to survive. But at the same time, she had to survive too. And Twyla the armadillo enjoyed making her new tunnel system. But this time, she didn't make the tunnels bigger like last time, but just big enough for her to walk through. And although Twyla was now in another part of the forest, she was happy that she was able to start all over again and create her new home the way she wanted to. And the armadillo lived happily ever after. The end. The word armadillo means little armored one in Spanish, and they're native to North, Central, and South America. Armadillos live in grasslands, rainforests, wetlands, forests, and semi-desert regions. Armadillos are a barrel-shaped animal with a natural armor. There are about 21 species of armadillos, and they range in size from small to big, with the smallest one being the pink fairy armadillo, which is about 6 inches long. And giant armadillos are the largest species of armadillos that are about 5 feet long. Armadillos are known to have a leathery armor shell with long, sharp claws for digging. They have short legs, but can move fast. They can weigh from 9 to 73 pounds, and they can be from 14 to 30 inches long. Their armored shell are made from keratin, the same kind of protein found in hair and nails. The armadillo's armor is made up of overlapping plates that covers the back, head, legs, and tail. Armadillos have pointy snouts and long tongues, similar to anteaters. Armadillos are omnivores, but they eat more insects and larvae, but have also been seen to eat plants, eggs, smaller animals, and sometimes they scavenge for other animals' leftover food. Armadillos' diets include ants, termites, beetles, cockroaches, worms, snails, scorpions, and much more. They also eat fruits and vegetation and eggs, and also small reptiles and amphibians. They can eat an impressive amount of food per day and are known to be one of the many pests that can harm crops. Armadillos can have a wide range of colors from pink, black, gray, red, even yellow. The armadillo's predators include jaguars, bobcats, coyotes, wolves, bears, and birds of prey. The armadillo has a shell that is its main defense, and if the shell doesn't work when it's being attacked, it can try to use its sharp claws, or play dead, or just run away. Armadillos can run and jump very well, which helps them escape from their predators. Armadillos are really good diggers. They use their sharp claws to make huge burrows underground and can make a whole tunnel system to be used as a home. But sometimes they can use abandoned burrows and tunnels as well. And armadillos, when they're underground, can sleep up to 16 hours a day. The armadillo has a great sense of smell, which can make up for their poor eyesight. And the long hair on their skin allows them to feel their way around the small gaps underground. The armadillo has a long tongue, just like the anteater, and it uses it to eat its prey that hides deep in the ground. Most of the time, armadillos are solitary animals, which means they're mostly on their own for most of the time. But sometimes they'll come together to find a mate or just to keep themselves warm in the cold. An armadillo can live from 4 to 12 years old. Armadillos can also run 30 miles per hour. The giant armadillo can have up to 100 teeth. Armadillos are actually susceptible to several human diseases, like leprosy. And there's actually only one species of the armadillo that can roll into a ball, and that is the three-banded armadillo. Have you seen a real-life armadillo before? If you have, where did you see it? Thanks for listening to Animal Stories for Kids. If you like our stories, please give us a 5-star rating, subscribe to our podcast, and share it with your friends and family. Until next time, bye! If your child loves imaginative stories, I'd love to share my picture book, What Else Should I Eat? It's about a girl who's hungry and goes on a whimsical journey through a magical land of food, trying different kinds of food and exploring how they look, taste, feel, and smell. It's a fun way to show kids that eating different kinds of food can be exciting. The book is perfect for ages 3 to 6, and older kids enjoy it too. You can find What Else Should I Eat on Amazon and other online bookstores. Find all the details in the show notes.